Yeah, thank you very much for connecting with us again. So it was quite some time back before, like I think almost 3 4 months back, we talked, and a lot of things happened during this period of time, including with respect to Nord Finance, with respect to the developments, whatever going on, and also especially the things going on in India, especially related to the regulations and other things. So yeah, so especially with respect to the technology, DeFi world in India is like a hub of products right now. So we have been lot of good products are coming out. Especially the ecosystem is building a lot. Like lot of focus is there right now in India for building the products and then
Mhm.
bringing up. Very good interaction with the community, and at the same time government is also like while we are talking right now, so they are in the middle of bringing the bill kind of to kind of regulate. So earlier there were talks like they are going to ban totally, like blanket ban kind of thing, but right now government has understood the technology and their potential of it, so they kind of back down and they're trying to regulate things. Mostly it is welcoming decision also,
Mhm.
so people can build peacefully and also stay there to kind of build more in future. So yeah, things are very pretty nice right now with respect to all things going on.
Well, that's great to hear. Last year, I heard about India in the news wanting to ban and then push back and then quietness for a while. So it's good to hear that
Yeah,
there's some good progress there. It feels global in a way where there is a lot of that sort of reactiveness from regulators, like, okay, well, we'll just ban it, and then okay, that's not sustainable either because there's entrepreneurs and builders and people building many legitimate products. So fantastic to hear progress there.
yeah.
What are the end users like? Are they just middle class people just getting another yield instead of money market bank account, or is it a whole range, a spectrum of people? Who are the end users in India?
Yeah, there are a whole spectrum of people who have been into the crypto, especially. The growth is tremendous, especially from last 2 years of this period in India. So people of all kind of net worth individuals are already into the market. So
Mm,
that is the reason government has looked into these volumes, whatever the volumes going through the exchanges and other places, especially from India, and they realize this lot of potential is there. So there are high net worth individuals with lot of wealth is being also involved into the cryptocurrency, and there are retail users, especially through these meme coins, whatever thing happened from last 1 year. So many retail have been also introduced into the crypto. So there are many wide range variety of individuals have been introduced, and one of the, I think, top countries right now utilizing cryptocurrency is India, I can say. Yeah, so that is the reason government also little bit backing off and then trying to regulate things. So
yeah, fascinating. Nord, of course, is global product, so I want to get into that. For everyone who's coming here, we got an amazing community here already. We can see your comments, and I will do my best to find your questions if you have them. But feel free if you have questions during our conversation. We'll chat with you about them and pop them up on the screen, and Amarnath can talk to them already. First, let's get going with Chainlink Live. I'll do my little intro, and then I'll get into learning a little more about Nord. Here we go. Welcome back to Chainlink Live. My name is Andy Boyan with Chainlink Labs. I'm talking to Amarnath Reddy, co-founder and CEO of Nord Finance. Now, Nord integrated Chainlink price feeds a couple of months ago. We talked then, had a nice conversation. But recently, you guys have had a new release, your Multichain. Congratulations, that's a big release.
thank you.
Let's start with like the basics. What is Nord? What's the basic idea, and then we'll get into the integrations and things like that.
Yeah, so Nord Finance, we are building quite a few products we are calling a DeFi ecosystem basically. So meaning we are trying to bring several products into the portfolio, starting with savings, which we have been talking earlier, like last time when we have integrated with Chainlink. So savings is nothing but basically taking user stable coin into the protocol and then giving stable APIs by not risking their capital, meaning their capital is always risk free. So we will be deploying our capital into different protocols like Aave and Compound and all. So by which they are more secured and all liquidity is available whenever user wanted to take it back. So we also introduced later stage. We are right now live on both Polygon and Ethereum, our savings product. So another product which we have recently launched is the advisory, which is kind of one of the very rare products right now available in the market, especially in the DeFi world. So which is basically we kind of take user funds into stable coins and then invest them into different crypto assets in non-custodial ways. So there are some advantages by doing this is users doesn't have time or expertise or idea how to invest into the cryptocurrency, especially without knowing anything. So we kind of act as a bridge between the market and users, trying to take their stable coins and then invest on behalf of them. So like in traditional finance, how the mutual fund house or hedge companies work, so basically we kind of represent in non-custodial and permissionless way, so that user funds are always in their control, and we kind of act as a protocol interface between the users and the crypto assets. So we already launched on Polygon some time back in association with Solidum Capital, and recently we also launched one of the crypto major index in association with Terra Search Capital. So why we are choosing this big hedge companies who has a lot of expertise, previous history in investing into the crypto assets, is to kind of have that stability while taking this product onboarded, because we need some expertise while taking the decisions, investing into the products, and also making sure that we are investing into right baskets of the product. So we kind of onboard these hedge companies who has the expertise and also understanding of crypto assets, how to invest. So this is the second product. So basically advisory, which traditional finance you can tell it as a mutual funds or hedge company. So we also have in future, which is be under development right now. So loans product, especially there are many loans lending platforms already available in the market like Aave and Compound, but we are trying to bring a different concept in loans product, so which I will be explaining in later stage. So basically users will have their assets and then they pledge it. Basic concept of loan is to kind of pledge it and then take collateral loan based on their asset value.
Mhm.
So that is the one which we are going to launch very soon. Mostly it is under right now audit process, so we are under final phases of launching it. Then we also have the swaps, which is basically all our products like savings, advisory, and loans. All are like multi-chain, like which means we are available on right now Polygon, Ethereum, and also very soon, like we announced just few days back, that we are extending our product portfolio onto Avalanche, and we are going to extend other blockchains also very soon. So so all our products are going to be available on different chains, and then node swaps basically act as a mechanism to kind of bridge between all the chains to swap their assets across the chains. So this also is going to launch very soon. So we are working on that as well. So this is our main four product portfolios under this, and also we have the staking program, which is very success, especially with the node single staking program. So almost like 1 million of node tokens has been like locked into this program, which has like 60% APY, fixed APY without any time limit. So that is also is live, and it's live already on both Polygon and Ethereum. So when we talked last time, and now there are a lot of growth and development happened, especially with respect to the product, and we are also in line with our roadmap, and everything is in line. Yeah.
Yeah, products. A lot came out. That's fascinating. Congratulations on all that. That's amazing. Community is in here as well. I see you guys in the comments. I appreciate you
Yeah.
as well. You're talking about you're going to Avalanche soon. You're on Polygon right now. You're on Ethereum. Uh, what does multi-chain let you do? Do you build products for one chain and then just kind of take that same thing and put it on another chain, or are there like differences among the chains that you do among products, or you've got these like advisory firms that kind of help you out when doing planning? Does that change for multi-chain? What is multi-chain like for you guys?
So for us, multi-chain is to have our products available on all the blockchains which are evolving at very very faster phase. So whatever the blockchains right now we are launched are all are like EVM compatible. Basically meaning whatever the product we built on Ethereum, all the smart contracts can simply replicate onto that chains as they are EVM compatible. So by meaning why we are having this multi-chain approach is to kind of access all the users across different chains. So instead of restricting to one chain and then having specific users on that particular chain, as a product, the blockchains are evolving at faster pace and users and liquidity is pouring into the different blockchains. So we wanted to take that advantage and launch onto different blockchains. And at the same time, Ethereum, as you know, the fees are and everything is very very high rate. So it also help us to kind of prove our products and build our products onto low cost and high transaction fee blockchains as well. So that is also another reason that we wanted to build multi-chain approach basically. So these are the two major reasons.
If I'm an end user, and I'm on Polygon, I've got Matic, and I kind of live there. Do I need to care about Nord on Ethereum or Avalanche or wherever you go next, or can I do all my business there?
Yeah, you can do all the business on Polygon definitely. So we have all the products available. For example, staking is available on Polygon, savings product is available on Polygon, and also advisory product is available on Polygon. So our approach is to have all the products on all the chains, so that user no need to shift into different blockchains. So like you are already on Polygon, so we are also seeking the users who are available on Avalanche basically. So
Mhm.
who wanted to take advantage of that situation to get onboarded these users onto our platform. So we don't need you to shift into another blockchain, but we are coming for you to kind of on use our products. So that is the approach.
That's really interesting. Especially, I bet that's interesting strategy to say, okay, well, what blockchain ecosystems are developing rapidly? Avalanche has blown up in the last couple of months. They've got their own ohms situation. So there's a lot of liquidity there now, and people want to do something with that liquidity and maybe put it in an advisory. That's an interesting strategy for you there. Now you're here. You've integrated Chainlink price feeds. You did a couple of months ago on Ethereum, and now on Polygon. Upcoming Chainlink price feeds are also available on Avalanche, so I'm assuming that'll be part of that integration as well. Maybe we'll have you on again. Um, is that sort of the benefit of Chainlink price feeds? Is they work and you can kind of do the same technology here and there and other ways. How else are you guys using them?
Yeah, so from the beginning, we are more interested and to integrate the chain links as they are the most stable price feeds available across the market. So that is the reason last integration which we have done on savings protocol also was chain links price feeds on both Polygon and Ethereum. So now this new product which we launched on Polygon and Ethereum are little bit different, the advisory product. So last time we were having only the USD feeds for the USDT, USD and I, which is
Mm.
like very very basic. Now we have grown into different kind of advanced phase of integrating Chainlink's feeds into our portfolio. So which means, like I explained earlier, the advisory products basically we take a stable coins and then invest in different crypto assets. So we need a very very stable, more secure and reliable price feed for us to kind of decide what is the price of that asset. Like for example, we have BTC, WBTC, WETH, and Matic, Aave, Chainlink. All assets are already been implemented into our product portfolio basket of the index products. So we need very very secure and reliable stable feeds. So that is where Chainlinks come into picture. We always very very happy to onboard the Chainlinks price feeds, and we already integrated Chainlink price feeds for all our assets on both the Polygon and Ethereum. And obviously when we launch on Avalanche, so definitely we are going to by default use Chainlink price feed. So
That's something I'm really excited about. Whenever Chainlink releases price feeds on a new chain, it's like, okay, who else is going to go to this new chain and see kind of the dApps expand and do that? It's always fun.
and
Um,
also and also you guys are very flexible when especially we don't have some kind of feeds available into the market. So we requested, for example, DYDX and FTT, which are right now not available, but we have taken that steps to kind of integrate that feeds also. So you are very flexible and open to accept the new feeds based on the requirements from our side. So we are definitely very very happy to use the chain feeds, and we request everybody else to also utilize it.
Yeah, and it's cool to be a part of like an enabler, right? Like, oh,
Yeah.
there's an enabler. Now you can do this kind of product. You can see that. You can see those being used. An exciting thing as well. Community, we can see your questions if you have them as well. Feel free to drop them in the chat if you would like. We a bunch of new people just came in as again. So hi, I'm Andy from Chainlink Labs. I'm talking to Amarnath Reddy from Nord Finance. Nord just went multi-chain on Polygon, and he just dropped a little alpha here. They're moving to Avalanche as well eventually. Soonish, he said. So no roadmaps necessarily, although Nord hits roadmaps. So
In
maybe.
few days actually. So we
Oh,
are waiting for the bridge actually. So it is taking a little bit time there to kind of integrate our token into the Avalanche bridge. So that is actually taking. Otherwise, we would have already launched. So, but I think we are mostly going to launch on coming Thursday if things are happening as per our expectation, which pretty sure we are going to launch on next coming Thursday.
awesome. Got a great question, and you don't have to give me specific numbers here, but Tolga asks, how many questions has the robo-advisory mechanism got? Can you give some statistics? How about statistics just about use? How are people using the robo-advisory service right now?
So it is the so robo advisory we are yet to launch it. So the basic idea of robo advisory is once we have multiple products onto the not advisory product, for example, the robo advisory comes in later stage. So it is yet to launch. So I will explain why. So we wanted to build a mutual fund house for the users to kind of suggest based on their investment decisions and their risk appetite and their portfolio and their goals also based on the time length and all. So for which we need multiple products to be available onto our platform. So for example, right now whatever the products available are especially large cap focused index fund and a product available right now. So we also wanted to launch additional products catering across different market caps as well, like mid cap and small cap, and some kind of theme based funds as well, like DeFi and metaverse related indexes. So once we launch all this product portfolio, then we can give kind of robo advisory for the users by taking their personal information and then put across different percentage of investment across this each product. So that is where the robo advisory will come into picture. So we are very early stage of that one. I think we hope we are going to build all these products very soon, and then hopefully next year we are going to launch our full-fledged robo advisory platform, which exactly represents in real world, like real finance, traditional finance world, where user can plug in their information and then we kind of give advisory based on their profile.
Looking into the future, is there complexity with multi-chain when it comes to robo advisory, or is that just one more variable? Basically, like, are you is most of your assets on Polygon? Therefore, okay, here's where you would go, or does it add this level of complexity if you start thinking about bridging and moving things between?
With respect to our products, there is no complexity on the multi-chain like explained earlier. So they are independent of chains. So we are just coming and onboarding our products onto different chains, but they don't have any interlink between the chains. So the advisory product available on a Polygon will be specific to the Polygon side. And the advisory product which we launched on Ethereum will be specific to Ethereum side. So that will be like independent. So we have to see like in future how the liquidity movement can happen across the
Mm-hmm.
chains. This is still under early stage of development. Moving the liquidity, what I mean, like moving the stable coins at ease across the chains is still at very early stage. So once that comes to picture, then we can really have more focus on like integrating all the products under one umbrella. So that will help us to kind of ease the usage of the products.
Uh,
Sorry.
yeah, no problem. We've got a few questions about this, and I know you could probably answer this question for hours and hours. But if you can boil it down to a couple of things, people want to know what do you see as the real competitive advantage to Nord? Like what makes Nord stand out as a really unique offering? And I'm gonna like two major things because I know you could probably say a dozen, if not more.
Yeah, like first major thing is like we are our products portfolio are very niche, and they're like, for example, an advisory product is like very few companies are offering this, and then this is like early more advantage which we wanted to take. And the second advantage basically is like we are multi-chain, so available on most of the chains. So that is the second major strength point for us. Like we are going to be available on different chains as well. So to be very brief, so I can tell these two things.
Is Nord Swap multi-chain? Talk a little bit about Swap and how that'll work.
Yeah, so like I said, so all our products once we launch on different chains, so not swaps will come into picture. So basically, meaning so it is a multi-chain product definitely, which has once we have integrated all the chains, so which has this ability to swap these assets across the chain. So that is definitely a multi-chain product.
Um, let me dig in here for a sec. If I have ETH on Ethereum and I want to swap it to Nord on Polygon, can I do that?
No, not exactly this one.
Okay.
So whatever the assets available on our side on Ethereum, the same assets can be swapped on other side. So that is the swap. So we don't want to act as a uh, trading of assets on multi-chain. So which is like a big additional project. So
Yeah.
it is very very
That's why
rare
I
and
clarified, because that's
yeah, yeah,
another sort of thing,
another
another
level.
mechanism.
Yeah, yeah. So
Um,
it will be the same assets which you have on this chain will be swapped onto next chain. So we wanted to be a little bit simple because our focus is mainly offering different financial products. If you see our product portfolio also, so we want users to get onboarded onto blockchain world, cryptocurrency world, and then try to introduce them into different financial products. And our main business is to kind of use this traditional finance, whatever the products are there, to onto the blockchain. So that is our main goal. So the swaps basically we wanted to use as a bridge between all the chains. Once we are available, swap that same assets onto the different chains.
do you see people coming from traditional finance to Nord because they understand, like they see the parallels and it's easier to deal with than something that an Olympus DAO or Time in Wonderland? They're interesting, but they're like pretty different compared to how a lot of traditional finance works. Do you get that in your comments, in your responses?
Yeah, there are a lot of different perception right now, especially on the DeFi world. So people on traditional finance, especially the traditional VCs, also started talking to us
Mm,
earlier. When somebody wanted to raise their funds, there is always one way to kind of approach VCs very dedicated to cryptocurrency world or blockchain world. Right now, even the traditional VCs also started interacting us, like messaging me all the times and trying to understand the concepts of the DeFi world and trying to see what kind of integrations they can do from the traditional finance to the blockchain world. So there are a lot of interest is happening right now. So I can definitely say that people are really interested, and once the government clears the way that how do they want it to do, so there will be a lot of traditional finance guys and traditional VCs also are going to be onboarded officially as well. So that I can definitely see it.
mm. Um, I got so many great questions. Your community is awesome. So, hey, everybody, I'm not going to be able to get to everybody's, but I will get to a lot of these. Let's see. Can you talk a little bit about Nord's revenue model? Like, how does Nord make money? Is it the token model? Do you take fees? Like, what's sort of your model there?
Yeah, so all our products which we launched, even savings, also has the revenue model. We take some kind of small percentage of the fee
Mhm.
from the users, whoever is onboarding onto our product portfolio. So, for example, savings, which is kind of stable returns, we have just like 0.5% of the fee of their capital. Then for the advisory, we have different fees. For the advisory, which we launched on Polygon, we have a fund management fee because there is a dedicated fund manager who is sitting and then managing the fund. So there is some 2% fee every month, like once in a on the exit we are charging, and then there is every month performance fee based on the performance. Whatever the fund is doing, sort of the 20% of the fees will go to the Nord Finance. So this is our revenue model on Polygon side. And we also recently launched this index fund, which is like it is a passive fund. So there is no active fund manager managing it every day. So that is the reason we reduce this
Mhm.
fund management fees there. Like there is no fund management fee, and it is small percentage of performance fees charged for the user, so around 15%. So this is where we kind of do our revenue from the products which we have already built. Yeah.
Are those different on different chains? Like Ethereum, for example, has
Yeah.
high transaction fees, like network fees, and so that kind of changes the cost for the base user. And so you adjust your model there.
Right now, the cost of the gas fees are borne by the user. So we had this discussion earlier also, like how do we compensate the users when they are trying to interact. So that is the reason on index fund which we recently launched, we kind of gave option for the users if at all they are trying to deposit maybe some 5,000 or more than USDT and staying with us like for 3 months. So we kind of refund that fees also.
Hmm.
So that users don't need to worry about the large fees which is being charged for no reason. So we try to compensate a little bit from our side as well.
It's always an educational journey, a learning experience. If you're relatively new to crypto, even if you're not new to crypto, is like what time do you do transactions? Like, how do you time those things? And timing gas and network activity is hard. There's some
Yeah,
ways around
especially
it,
it's
but
it's only it's
challenging.
only on Ethereum side. So other chains are pretty stable right now. I mean, in terms of gas fees, they are very low. So we need to really time these transactions on Ethereum side. Yeah.
Yeah, it can be a challenge. Alexandra asks, can you talk a little bit about the Nord team and your experience? What's your background? I think we have enough new people in here now too. So give us a little bit about your background and some of your key team members, please.
Yeah, so basically, I'm by a profession engineer. So I was electrical engineer for 12 years in Middle East, like in Doha. So then, in 2017, the previous bull run, so I entered into crypto, and then I started exploring about the blockchain and other assets like BTC and Ethereum, and then I got into very good exposure of this all the products. And in 2018, we kind of started a hedge company based on the crypto assets in association with one of my close friend. So it is called Ameston Asset. So basically, we launched this hedge company to kind of onboard the users, take the stable coins, and then invest on behalf of them in custodial way. So we kind of ran it for like 2 years, and then I decided that the next big thing is the decentralized finance with non-custodial and permissionless way of doing things. So those traditional finance, whatever the uh, products are there, we wanted to build on blockchain. Then I have my co-founder who is Jignesh Vashoya. So he is basically also a techie. So he's our co-founder, and CTO basically is taking care of all technology part. So he has very large background on different blockchains, Hyperledger, Tejos. He's also part of Tezos India Foundation team, the leadership team. So he has experience in building the financial products, especially on different blockchains, Hyperledger, Ethereum, Tezos, and so we also been in touch for quite some time, and we were discussing and brainstorming, and then we came up with this idea of launching the Not Finance as our interest and passion is matching. So we are very happy to kind of start this, and then the journey is really amazing. So it is just 1 year, but we feel like so long. So yeah, so that is
Uh,
about our background.
Awesome. And somebody in the comments also mentioned that you can find out about more of the teammates on the website. So all that information is down in the description about Nord,
Yeah.
the website, their Twitter, their Telegram, which I believe is quite active right now. I think it's in your Telegram. People are chatting and then coming back here in the comments. So wonderful. It's a great event. Even more people are joining. Everybody, my name is Andy Boyan from Chainlink Labs. I'm talking to Amarnath Reddy from Nord Finance. We've talked about a whole bunch of stuff. We've talked about like what are the basics of Nord. We actually started with talking about like what's going on in India with DeFi, but then what are the basics of Nord? What are some competitive advantages? And the recent announcement that Nord is now multi-chain. Why they use Chainlink. This video will be available later. So for some of you who asked some of these questions that we've already answered, just go watch it again. Just give us a few minutes, then we'll upload it and it'll be all set, and you can check it out again. But I very much appreciate these questions as well. Um, uh, excuse me.
Yeah.
Amarnath, we're starting to get questions about roadmap, about upcoming partnerships. Whatever you can tell us, like you've said in a couple of days, maybe or soon, an avalanche release for the products.
Yeah.
What are some of the other things people can start looking forward to? It's clearly Nord has a competitive, an aggressive roadmap. You guys really like to ship and deliver products. I appreciate that. What do you see coming up for 2022?
Yeah, so the next exciting product which we are launching is the loans part. So I wanted to give a little bit more information about this because there are a lot of lending platforms, and then uh, so you can simply go and pledge your assets like Ethereum and BTC wherever you want, like Aave and Compound. But what additional feature we wanted to build on Art Finance? So we were kind of exploring and then kind of brainstorming for quite a long time, and then we come up with this idea of NFT loans, basically meaning people who are holding their NFTs can kind of come and uh, pledge their assets and then take loans. So it is also a very very P2P based model. So basically meaning users who is holding their NFTs, which are really illiquid. Basically they are like staying there for you for no reason. So anybody can come and there can put their asset under our protocol and then take a loan. So there are a lot of complications in this because NFTs are not liquid, like I said, like
Mhm.
Ethereum and BTC or whatever assets which are available on the market, the lending platforms which are available. So if user is not able to pay it back, so they can simply liquidate them on the market like Uniswap or wherever, and then they can kind of pay it back to the lenders basically. So but in NFTs it is a little bit different. So there is no liquidity, you can't go and sell it in any place. So that is the reason we kind of take their price history also. So that is also very very important for us to see what kind of valuation for that NFT is really really worth of giving the loans, and what kind of percentages we can give. So we kind of give users to decide on this. Like we don't want to kind of involve in this process. Like users will decide and they bid basically how exactly they want to take the loan, for what percentage and how much they can lend it. For example, if it might be worth of $1 million, and then users may not be ready to give $1 million, so they can propose their proposal. So they kind of bid it, like one user can bid it for 100K and another user can come and bid it for 200K. So also NFTs are like futuristic, like they are also may grow their values in future. So people has to have all this knowledge to understand, and then we wanted to bring this product very soon, and it is under audit right now. So it will be ready to ship within this month as per our roadmap as well. So we
Would
also are
would there
sorry.
be like an NFT like liquidation? If I put it up as collateral and I get liquidated, is there then a liquidation marketplace as well?
Yeah, this is the burning point right now. So that is the reason we are giving it as a P2P loan. So the users, so we act as a
Oh, I
escrow
see.
basically. Yeah. So we act as escrow here. So protocol is acting as escrow. So we are not going to have a liquidation mechanism here. So if in case user during this particular period, if he is not able to pay back his loan, so the other lender has the ability to kind of forego his NFT, and he will be holding his whatever the lending money from the product. So basically, if whoever is holding their NFT and pledge it and unable to pay the loan, uh, the person who has given the money as a lending will be holding this NFT. So he will be the owner once this timeline is finished.
Mm,
So that is
interesting.
how we can. So people, this is like kind of niche market right now. So it is
Yeah.
very very few products are available. So that is where we wanted to take advantage, and also we are exploring entering into metaverse as well. So that is another very big opportunity for us to build our product portfolio into metaverse as well. So I will just give a brief, but it is still under very very premature stage of development. So we wanted to become a guild kind of thing, where we kind of buy the assets into the metaverse game with kind of partnership with some of the very well known metaverse projects. So by which meaning we kind of onboard the users who has capital efficient, not capital efficient, basically meaning they don't have capital to buy the assets, or they don't have ability to spend the money, but they have the skills to play the game. So where we can kind of buy these assets and lend it to the users, where they can kind of
Mm,
play based on their skill set. So this is another opportunity for us to build. So we are exploring on these terms, and wanted to enter into metaverse also, where play to earn games are most of the hyper, and also very very effective for the many players. So especially in third world countries, where many people are living on this kind of play to earn game, so where they can earn a efficient sufficient amount for
mhm.
the families to run. So this is great opportunity for us also to enter into this metaverse project also.
Yeah,
So
it sounds like a generalized play to earn rental program, which
yeah,
is really
yeah,
interesting.
yeah,
It's neat how that fits into lending and DeFi as well. It's kind of connected there. You need that liquidity. You need to be able to move it. You need to be able to like have secure assets, give people a
yeah.
chance
So,
to pay back. But it's all
so
the
gen,
same basic mechanisms.
general idea is to pool the liquidity from the users who are believing not finance, and then put that pool into a metaverse project and buy the assets and then lend them and then make the revenue out of that. So this is like very, very simple terms. Yeah.
Amazing. And we have even more questions that we're not going to have time to get to. So for all of these questions, I'm going to direct you to the Nord Finance Telegram and communities and ask there, have these discussions there. There's questions about Elrond. There's questions about other parts of future of the product. Question about Nord utility in the Nord loan product. That's a really interesting question, but we are running up on time and I don't want to keep Amarnath too long. Where's the best place for people to kind of get a hold of you and your team and your community? Is it Telegram? Is that where you guys live?
Yeah, Telegram, I'm always available. Like anybody can tag me or even DM me also. Yeah, Telegram is the most happening place for us, and also Twitter is the most active place as well for us. So yeah,
All
Telegram,
right.
anybody can come and tag me, so I'm available always. So
Well,
come know support me very well.
I appreciate you coming on again and talking to us. It's awesome to have an update with the rate that you guys ship. Let's do it again in a couple of months because there'll be more
Yeah, sure.
updates and plenty, and we'll keep connecting like this as well.
Thank
And then
you.
I'm coming to visit. I'm coming as soon as India has a crypto conference and everything's open again. I'm going to do my best to come out there
Sure, you are most welcome.
and do
You're
all
most
that. So
welcome.
hopefully we can meet in the future. Amarnath, I'll talk to you later, man. I appreciate you being here.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Bye bye. Take care.
All right, I'm going to talk to everybody here for a moment. Thank you for your questions. What a fantastic community. I appreciate you being here, talking to Amarnath and myself. Great, insightful questions there. And I learned a lot about Nord. I knew about Nord and I learned a lot about Nord. So that was a lot of fun. Do me a favor, like this video and subscribe to this channel. If you like this video, then it gets put in the algorithm and more people see it because this is on YouTube now and it will be shared. So do that and then subscribe to get more updates when we do videos like these. I talk to amazing founders in DeFi across many different chains, projects that are using Chainlink. I talk to a couple a week. I'm talking to an NFT project tomorrow. This is at 1 p.m. Eastern time, so whenever you can, or watch it the next day, whatever. But I'm talking to Synthopia, which is Grammatic and Lucas's NFT project. So it's a music NFT project, major EDM producer. If you guys are into EDM and NFTs, come. They'll be here. Grammatic and Lucas are going to be here on YouTube hanging out with me. So come check that out. And then like and subscribe so you get notifications for all the other things. You can follow me. I'm at Andy Boyan on Twitter. I post dad jokes and takes about Chainlink. It's no new information, but I try to have fun. And you can follow at smart_contract. Oh, no, not underscore, at smart contract to find out more information about these AMAs and all sorts of other videos and Chainlink announcements. At Chainlink, of course, for official announcements and major tech upgrades. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your questions. Share this with your friends. We'll talk to you next time on Chainlink Live.